Gentlemen, welcome back to the Tiege Hanley Starting a Business, Building Brand Blog. This one, big number 112. And as you can see, we have a very incredibly special guest in the Alpha M Tiege Hanley house today, Antonio Centeno.
All right. Well, thank you. It's great to be here. And that was quite the introduction.
It is. And we found a new use for Tiege Hanley. Look at this.
My idea there.
It was Antonio's idea. We're like, how are we going to, exactly. Tiege Hanley, hooking it up with the lapel mic. Anyway, because this is a business vlog, Antonio's in town. We have the men's lifestyle conference called Menfluential Conference. That is February 23rd and 24th. And Antonio came down for the weekend just to kind of hang out and strategize. Tell everybody a little bit about the conference and why you love what we do so much in terms of the conference.
Well, first off, why isn't Atlanta warm? I came in here and I expected it to be better.
We're freezing our asses off here in Atlanta.
No, but I mean, this conference, when we first met up, we did not like each other.
No. I didn't like you.
Yeah, I'm a very open guy. I was like, I could probably learn to like this guy. But it was meeting this guy in person that really so much has come out of this. I mean, from the conference to the media company to a lot of things that we've created. And that's what this conference is about. It's about people getting together and basically in a world that everything's online, that people don't get to connect, to bring amazing people together, to bring creators.
Tiege Hanley's going to be there. We're a sponsor.
Oh, really?
You knew.
I'm totally shocked.
Tiege Hanley is a sponsor, third year in a row. I would say that we should get something for that. Shouldn't we?
Yeah. I'll give you guys, I'll bring you up on stage.
But anyway, this is the fourth year or fifth year?
It depends on when you start, because we started off in that bar in California.
We started in, we went out to VidCon. The first time Antonio and I actually met was out at VidCon, like it was, I think, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, we saw the power of a conference like that. We're like, we should do this for our industry. But we're like, let's just start it off at a bar. We sent out emails, one email each.
But how many people came? Like 20, 30
No,
people?
it was 20. We had 20 in that mastermind the first half of the day. And then it was like 50 to 60. I mean, it was quite a few. Then we had people flying from Canada.
My memory.
We had people flying in from Canada to attend, just to meet us at a bar for like 2 to 3 hours.
So we have the first one and we think, hey, okay, this worked. And so we decided to do it again. And we did it in Atlanta. The first year, we had probably like 100 people.
100, 150, something like that.
Second year, like
250.
250. And this is the third year in Atlanta?
I would say this is the third solid year in Atlanta, and we'll just go with that. We're looking at what, 300, 350?
Yeah, we'll have about 350. There are still tickets available. So if you guys are interested in coming, it's February 23rd and 24th. We will link down below to the menfluential.conference.com website so you guys can come and check it out. I'm also going to link to Antonio's YouTube channel down below. As you guys know, most everybody knows, Antonio runs the YouTube channel Real Men, Real Style. But deep down, Antonio is an entrepreneur. And since this vlog is all about business and entrepreneurship, I thought it'd be a great opportunity to bring a guest, somebody more charming than me, onto the program and actually talk a little bit about entrepreneurship. And so tell everybody, I think, sort of your story in terms of what you've done in terms of business and how you got your start in the whole working for yourself type of situation.
Sure. I started my first company in 2007, got out of business school at Texas. Before that was in the Marine Corps, but I had no real skills. I decided to start my own custom clothier online, and I needed
But before that, you got a job.
That's true.
And you got fired.
And I did, yeah, within a period of like 2 months. And so I had this great opportunity because I couldn't get a job to start my own company. Just brought my family in from Ukraine, my son and my wife. We were in the small town, Wisconsin, and I thought it was a great idea to start an online custom clothier. I needed to get business, AKA sales. So I started creating content, writing articles, thinking that that would bring in traffic. It did. But really what it showed me is I'm not very good at sales, but I'm pretty darn good at content creation. Started writing articles, wrote with the Art of Manliness for a while. And then I saw this guy on YouTube.
How long did you write for Brett at the Art of Manliness?
Probably, I still write for him. So I started that in 2000.
You do?
Yeah. So it's been since 2008. What is that?
See how out of touch I am?
10 years.
Do you feel like he was one of the big reasons why you were successful?
Yes. And, I'm not afraid.
Brett McKay, I will tell you this. And this is sort of before, like, well, I guess it was during the YouTube time. Like, I used to think that the big, play was you needed a big website, you needed a big vlog, or not vlog, but a big website with lots of traffic in order to make any money. And I saw The Art of Manliness, and that was like the #1 men's lifestyle site, like, on the web. And I think it probably still is, isn't it?
Yeah, he's definitely still up there. And I mean, they dominate for what they do. And it was that partnership, that connection, which all of a sudden opened my eyes up to the potential of being able to create content, put it online, and be able to have advertisers.
But what I have come to realize, so back up a little bit. So I thought that this is what I needed. And so you guys might remember, some of you may have heard the story, but I used to have a membership website where, I was having a lot of content and I was charging for it. And then I decided, hey, okay, I'm going to try and make money through advertising. And so I basically killed the membership side, thinking that as long as I got crazy amounts of traffic, I would actually, make a lot of money through, affiliate links and stuff like that. And it wasn't the case. What I came to realize is that the real play was in YouTube. And that was where a lot of the value was in terms of cultivating and growing that. And so how did you get started in YouTube?
Well, I saw you were on YouTube, I think, and I was like, this guy doesn't know anything about style, classic style.
Nothing.
Like, he's talking about suits here,
hey,
and like this is
my battery's about to die. Hold on, got to change the battery. And we're back with batteries. All right, so anyway, YouTube. You saw me doing it, and you thought, I got to do this. I got to get in. I can do it better.
I was just like, this guy is so handsome. He's so amazing. I got to be just like
this
him.
Is true.
No, that's, I didn't like
He came
him.
to realize that afterwards.
No, I did not like this guy. I was like, he doesn't know anything about suits. Custom suits were my thing. I owned a custom clothier. I was taking them apart. I was building these suits. So I knew I could talk about
my
this
videos?
in detail.
Do you remember my videos when I started? I thought, and this is kind of my style and my fashion has evolved. When I first started making YouTube videos and I was doing the whole like image consulting thing, I thought that I needed to present this image of me wearing a suit with
in your
tie
bedroom.
in my bedroom. Yeah. And so this is years ago. And so what I did, I went out to JCPenney and bought like 6 sport coats. And they were all too big. And so some of these old videos...
Your head looks a little small.
My head looks super tiny, right? My ears look huge, which they still are, but my head looks small. My shoulders super wide. And I always had this big, huge Windsor knot. And this is pretty much what I wore for the first, 2 years probably. And then as I sort of got more comfortable, I started, then I got hooked up with Modern Tailor and I started actually wearing some of their suits, but they were too big. It wasn't until I found like Suit Supply where I was like, oh, okay, I'm wearing suits that are fitting me now. But where the hell was I going with that?
I think I'm speaking for everyone in the audience here. Aaron, never let anyone tell you your ears are too big. They are perfect.
This is getting weird. See, this is what we're reduced to.
But no, so I'm getting going on YouTube, and I just realized, YouTube is a great play. And what's cool about YouTube, people can see the cumulative views. That has a lot of power for advertisers. With your website, people never see the amount of traffic you're getting.
You can lie.
And yeah, YouTube is very visible. And it's like, hey, this is straight up who I am, what I've got. And the connection that you make with people, that's why the conference, Menfluential, has been so successful. We bring in a lot of other YouTubers. And these are people that, half the people that attend the conference just simply love our videos, want to meet us in person so they can be inspired to start their own business or to improve themselves as a man. And that's what I love about YouTube. Just the connection, the impact I can have with people.
And that's sort of the first day. It used to be called StyleCon because when we first did this, it was a bunch of style vloggers and style bloggers.
But we didn't talk about style.
It's evolved. It evolved to where we talked like nothing about style. And the first day is all about like entrepreneurship. And so we'll have panels. And that's one of the reasons why Antonio's down here is that we need to actually look at the schedule. We know who's coming and sort of organize and figure out who's going to, sort of go in what slot and what we're going to be talking about in each specific time slot.
But day 1 is about business.
It's all about business.
Day 2, personal development. And of that personal development, we'll have maybe 2 presentations on style.
Maybe so.
Maybe.
2?
Maybe one.
That's kind of
Yeah. But everyone there will be dressed great, and there will be
not everybody. That is absolutely not true.
Alan, Alan's going to be dressed in a t-shirt. He'll look good.
Every damn day, fitness is coming. He's going to do a fitness presentation, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But back to business. So you started a business, your online clothing company, and it failed. Or tell me that.
The thing is it cost more money to run it than I was making. So I guess you can call that failure. You can't scale that.
You can't sustain that over time. Yeah. There's like a lot of businesses when they start, they will run at a cash flow or a deficit where they're not making as much as they're costing, but long term they'll be able to sort of overcome that deficit.
If you've got investors and you're going to go for exponential growth, it's a VC or an angel investment.
Like Dollar Shave Club. Yeah. Dollar Shave Club, by the time they sold to Unilever, they were still not profitable because they were all in the customer acquisition phase of the game. And so they had 2.5 million customers, but they still weren't profitable because they took all this money and they were just all about acquiring customers. But the idea is that long term, those customers will be more valuable. At some point, they will shift and really sort of focus in on selling to the existing customers that they've acquired and not so much on customer acquisition and growth is my assumption.
Now, I was part of the 98, 99% of businesses, which is just simply we're bootstrapping. We are using our own funds to try to run the company and to grow it. Now, most of those businesses are going to fail because they're going to run out of money. They can't manage the cash flow, and that's pretty much what happened to me. We started growing at a rate that I had more money going out the door than coming in. I depleted my savings.
It was a tough business too.
Yeah,
because custom clothing is really tough. Why? Why was custom clothing?
Because people are picky. It's like you send them something and you send it through the mail and it's a quarter of an inch off in the shoulders, and they're like, hey, I want this, I need this adjusted. Well, I can't adjust the shoulders. I have to rebuild the suit. Then shipping costs incredibly high. You deal with shipping all the time. It is a nightmare whenever you send out something and you insure it and it still gets lost. And guess what? No one is happy. Customer is upset. You're upset. And you have to fight to get your money back. So things like this were just killing us.
And then you were a small business, and then there was somebody else who came into the market, Indochino.
Yep, Indochino started at about the same time. A suit that fits about this. Actually, they were before me. But yeah, to see Indochino come in, they had the original investors of Amazon actually working with them, putting in a lot of money. So these guys coming up with a new website every single month. I'm using the same website that I had almost coded myself that was just ugly. And so when it came down to it, I just got knocked out of the market. And I couldn't compete. I wasn't going to go back and own a factory.
How hard was it for you to make that decision that it was time to shift, to do something else?
It took me 2 years. I should have quit 2 years before when I did it.
How long did you do it?
I ran that till about 2000.
No, how long did you have it? Like 4 years?
I ran it for about 4 to 5 years.
Really?
I should have known. I should have known at the 2.5 year mark that it was time to cut.
A lot of people. I mean, you, and that's sort of what happened with me with my fitness center. It's like you try to make it work, and all the things that you're taught is just figure it out. Keep going, keep striving. But at some point, you've got to be honest honest with yourself.
I think bankruptcy helps you go to be honest. That helped.
That helped me too. Yeah, yes, bankruptcy was.
It's like a slap in the face. It's like there is no money. No one will give me any money. I maxed out everything. What am I going to do here? Oh, there's bankruptcy. When that becomes your only option, pretty much, the decision is made for you.
And then what did you do? How long did you sit around and cry about that?
I didn't have time. It's like I don't have time to sit around and cry. So I already started Real Men Real Style. It was the marketing arm of a tailored suit. And I had this guy, who become a good friend, and he's like, that shoe company that you're doing this for free, you want to send them an invoice for $3,000. I remember this. And I was like, gosh, are they gonna really pay that? And I'd been doing these reviews for free. And it took me it was just a pain in the butt because as soon as I would get done with one, the company would send me another pair of shoes. Hey, can you do another? So no good deed went unpunished. So I just sent them an invoice. Within 3 hours, that invoice paid in full. And all of a sudden, light bulb. Boom, I should charge for this service. I should start, using affiliate links. I should start, and I started selling my own
And that's
products.
how a lot of these websites, these popular websites, like the Art of Manliness, It's how they make a lot of their money is through affiliate links. So when you click a link on, say, the Modest Man's website or Effortless Gent, they're getting a commission on you going to that website or whatever and ordering. Amazon has been awesome for vloggers, or not vlog. I keep saying vloggers because of this, but for bloggers and content creators. Amazon and being an Amazon affiliate is great because you can talk about anything. And if you've got that affiliate link, you actually, and this is something most people don't know, when you click through that, for the next 30 days, that's kind of like your customer unless they log out.
Well, Amazon's 24 hours, but they're so big and they've got such a high conversion rate that it's worth it for some people. But yeah,
but I like when somebody goes through one of my links, like I'll see things that I get commission on, like My Little Pony, like DVDs, and I'm like, I never promoted them, did I?
Well, that's the power of Amazon is that, they will go because like you promote a book, but then they're like, oh, I don't want to get that book, but I'm going to go ahead and check out today and I'm buying this television.
You get commission on everything that customer buys that went through your link.
So when they buy that $2,000 television and you get it's an 8% commission, which isn't super high. A lot of other affiliates out there, you'll see sometimes with information products, 75% commissions, but with this 8% commission on a $2,000 purchase, it's $160. So boom, and you scale that up if you're getting thousands of people. Now, Amazon in general, I think, is on the decline, but there's still so many ways.
In terms of what? In terms of the affiliate?
In terms of, affiliate performance and things. I think a lot of people like Raphael Schneider over at the Gentleman's Gazette, he has his own products, his own physical products, which he then sends and he uses that to monetize. I know for me, the only affiliates I'm really trying to focus in on are ones that have a high ticket. And so you focus on high ticket affiliates because they're going to be worth the click-through. And then other people like me and Brett over at the Art of Manliness, we've also got banner ads. A lot of us, I work with a company called AdThrive. And because of the amount of traffic and what we can send through on those banner ads, we're going to get a nice sizable check every month from them.
Yeah, so there are different ways to monetize a website. But anyway, so you made the decision to shut the business down. Bankruptcy, you started doing some advertising with YouTube. And then what? Was it information products? What was sort of the next
information
iteration?
Products were really our focus for a while. And I loved it. We're actually about to relaunch our style system. And I still think information products are great. And that's for about the next 3 to 4 years what really sustained us. So information products compared with clothing, you've got to look at profit margin. It's not how much money your business makes. It's how much you keep. With information products, I was keeping 80% of that. I mean, I was not counting before taxes.
And so with information products, see, I tried information products. I still have some information products. I personally don't like information products. I don't like creating them. I don't like updating them. I don't like selling my own information products. Instead of information, I really like, products like Tiege Hanley and Pete and Pedro, physical products. But go on. So, margins. Are you kidding me though? There's no better margin out there than information products, right? Because you do the work once. I mean, how much then does it cost explain sort of that mechanism.
So, it's like, basically, we all have bought many information products, AKA college. You go there and it's information, you're paying for that education. Information products, it's like an online college and you simply stay very specific. So if I have a course.
It's like a course, like this,
Yeah, an automated course that you go through online that's video, that sometimes has some interaction.
They buy
email support.
They buy and coaching. You get like a downloadable link. And then all of a sudden,
And you can make it fancy. Like we have coaching with ours. So I've got, some one-on-one coaching. Not with me, actually, with Travis. He's my my style system certified image consultant kind of guy, and he's been in GQ magazine. Pretty cool, But at the end of the day, you're paying $500, $1,000, $2,000 for this course, and the margin here on this again is 80%. Now there are going to be costs like
keep talking. I gotta grab this.
UPS here. So the idea is, guys, at that margin, you can really do less in sales. Again, you got an 80% margin business and you do $100,000 in sales, you keep $80,000. Compare that to an 8% margin business and you do $1 million. What are you at there? Again, that's only 80, again, the same 80,000, but you had to get to $1 million to get to that point. So big difference.
Okay, so I'm a runner, right? And I get plantar fasciitis sometimes. And so there are these flip-flops that I've been hearing about that apparently like are super ugly, but you wear them at home and apparently they cure like plantar fasciitis. This is them, right?
Did you buy those with my affiliate link?
No, but they are, what are they called? They're called,
I don't think they're that ugly. I mean,
Ophos. They're called Ophos. So we're gonna try them out. And
are they women's style? Because we know that you love women's flip-flops.
They're men's flip-flops, but they're kind of weird, right? I'm gonna try them though because I'll tell you what, plantar fasciitis really sucks. Anyway. What do you think about Tiege Hanley? Let's tie this up and wrap this bad boy up because we've got a lot of business to talk about. But Tiege Hanley, you have been out to the Tiege Hanley location in Chicago. That's the last time we saw each other.
Tiege Hanley's amazing. This morning it was negative 25 when I left Wisconsin. I tell you, I just put a little bit of Tiege Hanley on my face and on my hands. I didn't even have to wear gloves or any face protection. I mean, it was. Seriously,
who lives in weather that cold? That's horrible.
But seriously, I did put on my Tiege Hanley this morning. So.
Tiege Hanley, little update, everything. Why are you even here? Tiege Hanley is doing great. Got lots of updates, which we'll pick up on next time. But I just wanted to take this opportunity to sort of, just involve somebody else and let you guys hear sort of a little bit of a story behind Antonio and how he got started with Real Men, Real Style. And I know this was really brief and a little bit all over the place, but it just gives you an insight and another example of you try something you think is going to be incredibly successful and you got to change directions. And sometimes success doesn't always look like what you hope or expect it will, but it's better than your wildest dreams. And you're living it right now.
Yeah, and the fancy word for that is pivot. Just say pivot, I'm pivoting.
That's the more eloquent way. Pivot. Yeah, they sound cooler. Guys, we love you more than our double monk strap shoes, and we will see you next time. Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
See ya.
That's a lot of luck, double monk strap.
A lot. Guys!
Yeah.
What,
Frank's a lot of luck, too.
Bye.